Yeah, buddy. You know what time it is. Time for me to tell you about the Destiny beta, give you my opinions, maybe some tips and tricks. You know how it goes down. Alright, first off, obviously you gotta download the game. And let me tell you, man, this thing took so long. No matter how fast your internet is, comparing this download to whatever else you download, if you download something that's 10 gigabytes on your computer, it will go like 4 times as fast. On this one, it's so long. It was stupid. Stupid. Didn't even get to play until like 6 o'clock or some shit like that. And all they give you is pictures and music. And I'll let you listen to the music for a couple of seconds. And that's all you get. Obviously, I'm not gonna record the entire time I downloaded the motherfucking thing. It took hours. That's just gonna take up all the space on my computer. Won't have enough room for gameplay. I mean, come on now. Here, obviously you do normal shit like screen size. I actually had to make the screen a little bit smaller because of my setup, and it doesn't show the entire thing. I'm just using a shitty converter from HDMI to YPRPB, whatever the fuck. You don't need to freaking watch that. So now we get to the meat and balls of the game. Character creation. Now, Cyril, you know I'm going to be the warlock. We've been through this. You're going to be the hunter. And Steven and Stefan could be the titan. They can mismatch because you know how casual they are. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't even front. I know you. I know you people. You're casual. You're not good. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. And you don't need to watch that shit of me just making my character. It probably took like 5 minutes or some shit like that. You just get to see the end product. And look how ugly I am. Take that awoken swag. Now the next part after this, you get to see the opening sequence. And I'll just shut up through this entire thing.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
Is it possible? There you are. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move, fast. We won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the walls.
We are officially finally into the game. Now, one thing I'd like to talk about is the cutscenes. They are not skippable at all. You can't skip them. If you make a new character, you have to watch every single cutscene. And for some missions, if you
I didn't bring you back just for
if
you
you
to die
play
again.
through
You
them,
have to move.
there's gonna be cutscenes within the missions. Some story missions have cutscenes in them, and you can't skip them at all, which is freaking annoying. There's no button to do it. You can't do it. You just have to suffer through it if you want to make new characters or anything like that.
You can hear me, right? We are going to die out here. I need you to trust me on this. We'll be safer inside.
But a good thing though, it does look nice. I mean, look at the water, look at the smoke, all the particle effects, look at the freaking sun in the background, all the rusted cars. This is a nice environment. It might not be nice if you're actually there, but it's a nice environment. It's very pretty. It's a pretty game. Okay? You see me exploring around here just to look for any collectibles. Because you know there's chests. Well, there are chests in the game that contain items and these collectibles called dead ghosts, which is basically the thing that freaking talked to you at the beginning. And there's like dead ones or deactivated ones around the world that you can collect, and there's an achievement for that too. So get them, you know. One thing I really like is how they did the menus in this game. It's pretty cool. It's like you have a mouse, but you're using the controller, and it's very nice. It's slick. It's slick, you know. And I will be going over the locations of all the dead ghosts I find in the game. Well, in the beta at least. So you know at least where they are. So you have like a head start, you know. Another thing is with the subtitles, you notice that they're yellow. Now, I don't know about you, Cyril, but Steven would probably get this more because he watches a lot of older shows that are subbed. And the older shows are always in yellow subtitles, the older anime shows. The newer shows is when they just get fancy and all that shit, but the older ones have all yellow subtitles, so it's kind of like a throwback for me. I like that. It was a nice touch. This first sequence of the game is basically something you've seen already. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch the videos, because I'm not gonna be like, oh, there's gonna be like no sound when I'm talking, basically.
How to use that thing. What was that?
The aiming in this game, obviously it's based on accuracy. You have to be hitting heads all day, every day to get those critical hits, so you can blast through content, you know? So it would be beneficial to use a lower sensitivity. Talking about the Ennies, Ennies lobby, One Piece, haha! But seriously, talking about the enemies of the game, there are 4 different types. The Fallen, which is what I'm fighting right now. There is the Hive, which is the other race that we played against. The Vex and the Cabal, which were not in the beta. The Vex and the Cabal, well, at least they weren't in the first part of the beta. At the point of making this video, the Bungie servers are technically down for maintenance to do some changes in the beta. And the beta is definitely not over when I'm making this video, so they might open new worlds or some stuff, because they say they got surprises for us. It's a great experience. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's really nice. You say you don't play RPGs, but oh man, you will play the fuck out of this game. I can tell you now. While we're in the menus, I can talk a little bit about it. Your inventory and like your character, both of those sections are like they're flawless. Like they're good. Everything works. The only problem is the friends list. Sometimes your friends list glitches out and you can't see anybody. You will have some points in time where there would be, you could see 0 people on your friends list and you can't invite people. Chests in the game are the best way to get money. Money in Destiny is technically called Glimmer, alright? Kind of an interesting name if you ask me, but I don't know anything about it, so I ain't gonna judge.
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further. Let's hope there's something left out there.
Now, if you look at my screen right now, you can see I have two guns. I have my assault rifle that I first got, and my shotgun, which I got from that chest. Your primary weapon is either going to be an auto rifle, which is what I have right now, a pulse rifle, which is a 3-burst weapon, a hand cannon, which is just the pistol that shoots like a revolver, and the scout rifle, which is basically a long-range DMR type gun, you know? Let me tell you right now, for the primary weapons, you'd be wanting to use an auto rifle or a scout rifle. Those two types of weapons, they dominate both PvP and PvE. They dominate everything. Pulse rifles, they're too inaccurate. They literally jump all over the place. There are auto rifles that are more accurate than the pulse rifle, which is stupid. The hand cannons are okay. They're a fun weapon to use. If you can find a hand cannon that will one-shot headshot most enemies, you can go off with that thing if you're very accurate with it. I'll show you what I mean in some footage that I have. I'll look through it. If you can aim, it's pretty fun, just one-shotting people. But then again, scout rifles can do the same thing. Some scout rifles can do the same thing, do more damage, fire faster, and fire for longer distances because they have a scope. So, basically, scout rifle, auto rifle, they dominate everything in the game. Right now, at least. Now, for my secondary weapon, the shotgun, which is what I have out right now, is technically called your special weapon. There are 3 different types of special weapons that I know of that were in the beta. The shotgun, fusion rifle, and sniper rifles. And they're all good. They all have their own purpose. Sniper rifle is a sniper rifle. Shotgun's a shotgun. Fusion rifle is basically a shotgun, but it has longer range. But the drawback is you have to charge the weapon. Don't count it out just because you can charge it. A lot of people do that. It's really nice if you know how to use one. Talking about the skills of the game, you unlock your skills in rows, from left to right. It's not like, oh, you use this more, you level up that faster and all that stuff. No. It unlocks in rows. I don't know about the later levels, but in the beta, that's how they had it. And the leveling goes pretty fast. It's not super difficult to level up. That's the end of part 1 of this Destiny series that I'm making, because the video's almost going to 20 minutes. And you're probably not going to watch the entire thing. But it's a good idea, because I tell you some nice things. But either way, I'm out. Peace. See you in the next one.